Yeah, no, basically, it all started, my movement kind of career started when I was younger at school. I never really enjoyed the sports that we were doing with everyone else, but I still wanted to do something. But I don't know, I was just kind of drawn to doing something after, like some sort of training or climbing or something. And I used to watch a lot of Jackie Chan movies, and I was really inspired by the movements that he did. After school, after I'd finished all the lessons and games and everything like that, we would, me and one other friend would go and start climbing around the school. It kind of got to the point where I got so interested in climbing around the school and exploring it and everything that we actually started training physically for it to become stronger and better at it. I got in trouble for doing pull-ups on the goal post and when I was supposed to be defending the goal, because I literally did not care about team sports at all for some reason. Eventually I saw a documentary about parkour, and it was so similar to the type of thing that I'd been doing already. And I realised that a lot of the movements that I'd been trying to do and that I needed to do some of the climbs around my school had been done by a lot of other people before, and that really helped me to overcome some of the fears that were involved. A common thing people say about parkour is that it's using man-made obstacles, or any obstacles really, in a way that they weren't initially intended for. And for me, with bouldering, that was the first thing that I actually really got that feeling for myself, and I found it quite an obvious example where you could see an obstacle or a wall that was just supposed to be a wall, and then you've realised that there's actually a way that you can move your body that will allow you to get up that wall. I mean, I don't know, it's quite strange, because the types of positions and shapes your body needs to get into to be stable on a wall are quite weird. So it creates strange movements in and of itself. So I think that's part of the thing that attracts me. That every climb you do, you have to create a new position for your body that will let you stick to the wall and move forward, basically. I'm not so keen on the destination of the climb per se. I'm more interested in the movements, but I definitely do look at I look at walls and trees and everything and just think like, oh, I reckon if I put my foot there and my hand there, I'd just be stable, and then I could move to the next bit. And I'm always like planning ways that I could move up things and across things. I guess everyone's drawn to bouldering for a different thing, like a different thing captures their imagination. But for me, the thing that really gets me interested is that you can't use standard techniques that often. Like, often I find with the more normal parkour training that I do, I'm basically drilling the same type of techniques over and over again in different locations, and trying to just perfect these quite simple movements. Whereas with climbing, you do often find that you can't. Two different climbs are always so different that you actually can't really use the same technique, and you'll find yourself in new positions and in new. You'll find yourself with new challenges that you have to overcome and new problems to face. So for me, the interesting thing is the fact that each climb is different, and you have to find new ways to move to overcome that climb. In terms of the reactions I get from people, I definitely do get reactions, because I do get a little bit self-conscious if I'm out climbing completely by myself with no one else who's doing it around me. It does hold me back a little bit, I would say. I don't know, if I was just on my own on the high street, just climbing up something and with a crash mat on the floor or something like that, I'd feel a bit weird. So I'm definitely getting some sort of reactions if it's making me feel that way. But to be honest, I think usually people are just kind of interested to see it. They just look at you and go, oh wow, well, I've never seen anyone doing that before, that's a bit weird. But when I'm with someone else who's climbing, I just completely don't care. I don't even notice the other people. I just get completely in my own world and just do what I want to do, really.